Hi, friends. I want to share something that happened to me yesterday. I had opened up to have a cross breeze, and I was working in my office. And I work, I work right over there through those sliders. The back door that was open is there, and the front door is there. So you can see it's all pretty close. It was around 4 o'clock. I was in a meeting on Teams and I heard a commotion outside the front door, but I was expecting a package and I thought it was just the package being delivered. And then there was a man in my doorway of my office and he was looking at me, and he was an elderly man. And um, I was startled and um, a little frightened, even though he didn't look like a frightening person. The fact that there was somebody that I didn't know that was in my house just feet away from me. And I said, "Can I help you?" I didn't know what to say. um, and he was lost. And he had thought he had come into his house, and I think he was probably as confused as I was. At that moment, all I could think of was, I need to get him out of my house. Um, and I said, "Can I help you out?" And so he started to go out the other slider, and I was like, "Why don't we go out the front door?" Um, because he was in slippers. And as I was walking him to the front door, and he got outside onto my front porch, I thought, I can't just let him walk away. And I think the fear of being threatened by that point was subsiding. And I ended up, you know, I asked him to sit down. I have a little table and chairs on the front porch, and it's completely covered, and it was nice outside. Um, and I said, "Let me get you a cup of water." And then I called 911, and they responded pretty quickly. And he tried to leave a couple of times. He thought the house across the street, he had kind of decided that the house across the street was his house. And I said, "No, Bob, there's a single woman who lives there, and that can't be your house." He had told me I asked him his name, and he gave me his name. After the deputy arrived, he had asked the man, asked him if he thought he needed to be seen by the paramedics. And I think he was so confused that he thought maybe that might be helpful. And so he contacted them, and they were on their way. And then someone was across the street and saw him, and started waving and hollering. Turns out that was a neighbor, and she went over to a car, and the car came over. They both came over, but the car was driven by his wife, who was looking for him. And he doesn't live very far away. He lives one street over in the same exact house that I live in, so it's perfectly understandable. But he is sick. He has dementia, and He'd just never wandered away before. And for me, I was glad that I helped. And I wanted to share about that because it really felt significant that there were several things in there that really stood out to me. One of them was that I rarely leave my door unlocked. If I open the door, I lock the screen. And so it was really unusual to leave it open. And because of my own history with trauma, I can see how my initial reaction to just get him out of my house as quickly as possible and kind of pull back into my shell was overridden by the need to take care of someone else. And I thought, that's healing. That's healing. And it was giving me this picture that you're probably healing in ways that you aren't even aware of. And you may learn about it in very strange kind of ways, just like that was a very strange way to learn that not only am I healing the trauma, but I feel like I'm living my faith. Helping those who are less fortunate than I am is important to do. And I think that I have helped when I knew that there was somebody to help. But my pulling in this last year has been more, I haven't extended myself out to help. So it's like it was coming to me. Maybe it's time to get out of me a little bit more. I don't know. Give myself the chance. So I wanted to share that with you. I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.